Dawn breaks over the South China Sea, December 22, 2025. The first rays of sunlight glint off the gentle waves, illuminating a region on edge, where every morning brings new uncertainty. A battered Philippine supply vessel inches toward the grounded BRP Sierra Madre, a rusting hulk that stands as a symbol of sovereignty and defiance at Second Thomas Shoal, its weathered hull a testament to years of tension. Today, it's surrounded by Chinese Coast Guard ships, massive and imposing, their white hulls gleaming in the morning light as they form a wall around the smaller Philippine boat. Their horns blare, echoing across the water, a harsh warning for the Filipinos to turn back, to abandon their mission. The mission is clear: deliver supplies and fresh troops to the Marines stationed on the wreck, who rely on these lifelines for survival and morale. But the Chinese ships close in, boxing the smaller vessel with calculated precision, their maneuvers leaving little room for error or escape. The Filipino captain's grip tightens on the helm. His crew films the encounter, their hands steady despite the tension, knowing the world is watching every move. Suddenly, a water cannon slams into the supply ship, a direct act of intimidation, sending torrents of water crashing over the deck and rattling the nerves of everyone aboard. The crew braces, outmatched but undeterred, clinging to railings and to hope, refusing to be cowed by force. Every resupply run is a flashpoint, a test of resolve and endurance, where the line between routine and crisis is razor thin. They press on, asserting their nation's rights in its own waters, determined to show that they will not be pushed aside. Each meter gained is a small victory, a hard-won advance in a struggle that plays out meter by meter, hour by hour. The world sees the raw footage. This is no abstract dispute, but a dangerous confrontation unfolding in real time, with lives and national pride at stake. In Manila, the crew reports every move, documenting the harassment, their voices steady as they relay the unfolding crisis to command. This is the new normal in the South China Sea, a high-stakes standoff where a single misstep could spark a wider conflict, and every decision carries weight. The Filipino sailors are not just delivering supplies, they're defending their country's claim, standing as guardians of their nation's future. Their courage is quiet but unwavering, forged in the face of constant threat and uncertainty. The Chinese ships maneuver aggressively, their intentions clear, their presence a constant reminder of the stakes at play. The supply crew's only weapons are their cameras and their resolve, capturing every moment for the world to judge. The world holds its breath as the standoff unfolds, eyes glued to screens, waiting to see what will happen next in these contested waters. In these contested waters, every mission is a battle for sovereignty, and every journey is a statement of national will. In Manila, military and political leaders watch the standoff unfold in real time, their eyes fixed on screens that broadcast every tense moment from the sea. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation, every second stretching as they await the next development. Every decision is fraught with risk: retreat and lose face, or push forward and risk escalation. The weight of responsibility presses down on every official, knowing that a single misstep could have lasting consequences for the nation. The sailors at sea trust their leaders, but they feel the fear and adrenaline of the moment. Each heartbeat echoes with uncertainty, yet they stand ready, united by duty and hope. The Chinese ships block their path, water cannons pounding the deck, the roar of water mixing with shouted commands. The tension is palpable as the two sides face off, neither willing to yield. Courage here is not the absence of fear, but the will to continue despite it. Each sailor draws strength from one another, holding the line as the crisis unfolds. The command room weighs national pride, international law, and the safety of their people. Every option is considered, every risk calculated, as leaders strive to protect both sovereignty and lives. A firm response could rally support, hesitation could undermine years of diplomacy. The stakes are high, and the world's eyes are on every move. The order comes: proceed with caution but do not retreat. The message is clear: stand your ground, but avoid unnecessary provocation. The crew acknowledges, skillfully navigating the blockade. Every maneuver is deliberate, a testament to their training and resolve. Their bravery is quiet and resolute, forged in the crucible of uncertainty. They know the risks, yet they press on, embodying the spirit of their nation. Each nautical mile is a stand for sovereignty, a declaration that these waters are worth defending, no matter the odds. The world is watching, allies and adversaries alike. Newsrooms buzz with updates, and global leaders monitor the situation closely. The president and advisors balance intelligence, diplomacy, and readiness. Every decision is scrutinized, every scenario played out behind closed doors. The burden of leadership is heavy, but the message is clear. The Philippines will not back down. Unity and determination guide every action. The sailors' courage is mirrored by the resolve in Manila. Across land and sea, a nation stands together in the face of adversity. This single event captures the daily struggle in the South China Sea, where every patrol is a test of resolve and every encounter a lesson in resilience. The choices made here shape the nation's future, echoing through history and defining what it means to stand firm. In these waters, every act of defiance matters. Each gesture, each decision, is a testament to the courage that defines a nation in crisis. The South China Sea is a global superhighway. 1/3 of world trade passes through here. Disruption would send shockwaves through the global economy. Beneath the waves lie vast reserves of oil and gas vital for regional growth. The sea is also a lifeline for millions, providing food and livelihoods. Overfishing and habitat destruction threaten this resource. The disputes are about more than territory. They're about energy, food security, and prosperity. Every standoff affects global trade, energy futures, and local communities. That's why the world pays attention. The fate of these waters shapes the future for millions. The Philippines, an archipelago of over 7,600 islands, sits at the heart of the South China Sea. Its unique position places it at the crossroads of Asia, surrounded by some of the world's busiest and most contested waters. Its geography is both a blessing and a curse. Endowed with abundant marine resources and vibrant coastal communities, but also positioned on the front line of regional disputes and power struggles. Western islands like Palawan serve as crucial launch points for maritime patrols and military outposts, acting as the nation's sentinels facing the open sea. For centuries, the Philippines has been a crossroads of trade, a meeting point for cultures, and a coveted prize for empires seeking control over these vital sea routes. Its strategic position links the Pacific and Indian Oceans, making it essential to global sea lanes and the flow of international commerce. The Spratly Islands, hundreds of tiny reefs and atolls, are claimed by many nations, but for the Philippines, features like Second Thomas Shoal are not just territory. They are part of its exclusive economic zone and a matter of national pride. Geography dictates the urgent need to defend these rights, compelling the nation to maintain vigilance and readiness at sea. The sea is central to national identity, a source of livelihood for millions, a symbol of sovereignty, and a thread that connects generations of Filipinos to their homeland. The term West Philippine Sea is more than a name. It is a political and cultural assertion, a declaration of ownership and belonging. The Philippines cannot ignore developments here. Its destiny, security, and prosperity are tied to these waters and the events that unfold within them. The nation's role is central to the unfolding drama as it navigates the challenges and responsibilities of its geographic position. Geography makes the Philippines both vulnerable and vital, a nation shaped by the sea and forever bound to its imperatives. The Philippines' stance in the South China Sea is shaped by its colonial past. Centuries under Spain and decades under the U.S. forged a fierce nationalism and desire for independence. The Mutual Defense Treaty with the U.S., signed in 1951, remains a cornerstone of security. This alliance deters aggression, but the relationship has been complex. U.S. bases were closed in 1991, only to see renewed cooperation as tensions rose. Agreements like EDCA allow U.S. troops rotational access, balancing sovereignty with strategic necessity. The Philippines is skilled at navigating great power politics, valuing powerful friends, but wary of being a pawn. Its modern strategy blends legal action, diplomacy, and military modernization. The struggle for sovereignty is a living legacy of its history. Flexibility and resilience define its approach. The lessons of the past shape its actions today. In 2013, the Philippines took China to court under UNCLOS, seeking legal clarity, not ownership, over disputed waters. The case was bold. China refused to participate. In 2016, the tribunal ruled overwhelmingly for the Philippines, rejecting China's 9-dash line and affirming Philippine rights. The ruling was celebrated, but China dismissed it and continued its activities. The Philippines holds a powerful legal victory, but lacks the means to enforce it. The standoffs at sea have only intensified. The 2016 award is a diplomatic tool, but the challenge is turning law into reality. The dispute remains unresolved. Legal triumph has yet to bring peace on the water. China claims nearly all of the South China Sea with its 9-dash line, despite the 2016 ruling. It's built artificial islands, turning reefs into military outposts with runways, harbors, and missile systems. China uses its Coast Guard and maritime militia to swarm and intimidate, advancing its claims without open conflict. These gray zone tactics wear down smaller nations like the Philippines. For Beijing, control of the sea is about security, trade, and regional dominance. It's a direct challenge to the US-led order in Asia. The Philippines faces a constant threat to its rights and stability. China's actions undermine international law and keep tensions high. The balance of power is shifting. The stakes for the Philippines have never been higher. The Philippines' ties with the US ebb and flow, reflecting the shifting South China Sea landscape. At times, Manila leans on Washington, boosting military cooperation and taking a firm stance against China. At others, it seeks closer economic ties with Beijing, downplaying disputes for investment and stability. This balancing act is pragmatic, but fraught with risk. Within ASEAN, the Philippines pushes for a code of conduct, but progress is slow and consensus elusive. To avoid isolation, the Philippines has built new partnerships. With Japan, Australia, and European allies, joint patrols and military aid strengthen its position. This minilateral approach creates a network of support beyond the US diplomacy, is a high-wire act, but essential for survival. The Philippines juggles alliances to protect its interests. In this dance, every step matters. For many Filipinos, the South China Sea dispute is personal. Fishermen from Zambales and Palawan once relied on these waters. Now Chinese patrols drive them away, cutting nets and seizing catches. Livelihoods shrink as they're forced into crowded, less productive areas. On the BRP Sierra Madre, Marines endure isolation and constant pressure, surrounded by Chinese ships. Each resupply is a tense ordeal, a lonely stand for sovereignty. The conflict shapes national consciousness, fueling unity and resolve. Young Filipinos see the West Philippine Sea as a defining cause. News footage and social media amplify the struggle. The human cost is measured in lost income, dangerous duty, and collective anxiety. The hope is for peace, so fishermen can return and Marines can stand down. Until then, daily lives remain on the line. The struggle is the heart of the nation's fight for its future. In these contested waters, resilience endures.